All right. Now are you ready? You ready? Okay. So, hey.
Hey.
I know you pay attention.
Class.
Yes. Thank you. All right. And if you are that person that has earbuds in right now, okay, we might have some issues. But as of right now, this is page
26.
21. Okay. I know you haven't learned your numbers yet, but yeah, 21. Okay. So you can take your shoes and socks off to actually count that high if you need to. Okay. I know you got that weird extra little toe thing. Yeah. So anyway, coordinates in circles in the coordinate plane. So equation of a circle is based on the distance formula and the fact that all points in a circle are equidistant from the center. What that means is if you figure out where the center is, from the center to the edge of the circle, all the way around, it's always going to be the same. They're all the radius of the circle, and all the radius are going to be equal. All radii in the same circle are equal. So we get a formula, which is right here. So this says it's the radius squared is equal to x minus h, which is going to be the x value in my circle, right? The center of my circle. Huh? What? Wow. Okay. Wow. It just got weird. Anyway, plus y minus k, which is the k value of my center of my circle, right there. And we just write that out. All you have to do is plug in numbers if you're paying attention. That's it. Okay. Now, using the formula, write the equation of circle J with the center at -3, 2. So first thing we're going to do, the radius. What's the radius of the circle?
-3.
It's 360.
The radius.
4.
Okay.
4.
Hey, ¿cómo se dice radius? It's radius, right? In español, it's also radius. Sí. ¿Tú entiendes? Hey, tú en Nintendo. No? Okay. Radius. Okay. So, yes. Now, radio. See?
What is this?
Yeah, there we go. Radio. Anyway, radius. See this right here? Radius. What am I going to do to the radius? Look at the formula. Look at the formula, not me. What are you doing to the radius?
What is that called, mister? I forget it.
What? The radius? Or the 2?
I know it's a 4, but...
The 2?
No, 4.
This 2 right there.
Yeah.
That's called squaring it.
Yeah.
Squaring it. It's called squaring it.
Yeah.
Square. See, it's squaring it. So, 4 squared. That means 4 times 4. What is 4 times 4? 16. Very good. So it's going to be 16 is equal to parentheses x minus h. My x value minus h. That's going to be the x value in the circle J, which is
3.
-3. So it's going to look like this for right now. I'm just plugging in. Plus sign. Right here by y value. Minus k. What is the k value in the circle?
2.
2. Very good. Close. Okay, and both of these are square, like that. Squares. Okay. Now, the only thing I need to clean up is this right here. I have a minus negative. 2 negatives give me a positive. A negative and a negative gives me positive. Do you have your earbud in right now? 2? 2? Yes? I don't think I could see that.
Oh.
That don't sound good. Take out your earbud. See? Why does everyone call each other way? That's way. Which way?
Bro, that way is like
That way?
no.
This way. That way? That way?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, all right, so let's clean this up. 16 equals parentheses x plus 3 close square plus parentheses y minus 2 close square. That's it. We're done.
That's finished?
Just plug it. Yeah, that's it. Just plug it in.
Plug it in.
That's it.
You're locked in or we're not?
That's it. Está muy fácil? No? Okay, just plug in numbers. Okay, now you people, I want you right now to do 2. I want you to try and do 2.
What about 0, mister?
What?
0, 0.
No,
No. Wait, 0, yeah. 0.
Yes, you're doing it. You.
How did you get 16? That's all. How do you get 16?
Okay. What's 4 times 4? Okay, because it is your radius squared.
Okay.
4 squared is.
La cosa es cuando tenemos círculos en un gráfico, usamos la fórmula que funciona aquí. Cuando usamos la fórmula que tenemos aquí, siempre va a referir a
There you go.
el value
Good job.
¿cómo se dice?
All right, let's go ahead and plug in and see what we got. You already got it? Okay.
No, mister, wait.
All right, here we go. 8 times 8, 64 equals x minus 0 close squared plus parentheses y minus negative 5 close squared.
H is to X.
Yeah? Okay, but x minus 0, what's that just give me? X squared. Very good. So it's going to be x squared right there. 64 equals x squared plus, now negative negative makes that positive. Y plus 5 close square. Hey, Donatello, is that an earbud in your ear? It's not, is it? No, it wouldn't be, right? So when I go talk to Coach Hatcher later, yeah, there we go. You know, I think Hatcher's right there right now, right?
You don't play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really actually really tough.
All right, did you guys all get this one here?
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully that was pretty good. So now we're gonna deal with some complicated numbers now. Same thing. When I square, my radius is square root of 5. Square root of 5 is the opposite operation as squaring. So they will undo each other. So when I take the square root of 5 and square that, that just gives me 5. Because the square will undo the square root. So I get 5 is equal to, parentheses, I'm going to have x minus negative 2 squared plus y minus 8 squared. And then, after this right here, we just have to clean up my inside here, my 2 negatives. So I'm going to get 5 is equal to x plus 2 close squared plus y minus 8 squared.
What is that? Is that an A at the end?
That's a what?
No, that is never mind.
Now, this next one here is a little bit more complicated because they do not give me the radius. They don't give me the radius. I got to try and find the radius, which radius is going to be the distance from the center to the edge of the circle. The distance from the center to the edge of the circle. So that's this first formula here. Or we could rewrite it as the R because that's what I'm looking for in my radius. That's the radius formula. So we got to find that first. So using that formula, I'm going to get R equals the square root of, okay, you have two things here. The center of the circle is the H and the K. That over here, this point is your X and your Y. So that's your X and that's your Y. This is your H and this is your K. That's important to understand, especially if you're plugging into that formula for the radius. Okay, we have to plug in everything where it goes. So it starts with the X and the Y, right? So the X is 7 minus 2 close squared plus my Y, which is 3, minus -1 close squared.
Is that the distance formula?
Yeah. So we're plugging in the distance formula. It's on the top of the page. So there's one that says for R, the R value.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So doing the math, 7 minus 2 is 5. So this is going to be square root of 5 squared plus negative makes this a positive. 3 plus 1, that's 4 squared. And this is going to be equal to my R. Now, two ways of doing this. So I'm not sure how your number skills are working very well. 5 squared is 25. 4 squared is 16. And you would add those two together, then find the square root. Or we look at the calculator. Okay, a lot of people are already pulling out the calculator. Open up your NumWorks, please. Open up the NumWorks, the calculator. So we're doing calculator. So now let's go through and I'm going to find square root. So I start here, square root, and it was 5 squared plus 4 squared. And now I get
Yeah?
yeah, it's 6.4, but we don't want to use that one. We don't want to use that one. We want to use the exact value. See this right here? This answer, square root of 41, is the exact value. And when we plug it into my equation of a circle, that's going to make my life easier. Okay? That's going to make my life easier because when we plug it into the equation of a circle, I'm going to square this, which is going to undo the radical, which is going to give me just 41. Okay? So my radius now is the square root of 41. So here I get my radius, R, dang it, which one's this? There we go. So my radius is going to be the square root of 41. So we found the radius of the circle by finding the distance, using the distance formula. And now from there, I'm going to plug that into my circle formula. Here we go. Okay. So my circle formula, I know that my center was, where was the center at? H and K was 2, -1. And my R is equal to the square root of 41. So this problem has an extra step because I had to find the radius first. Yes? So now that you have the radius, can you plug this into the formula? Yes. Please do that. Let's see if you guys are following. Plug it in there. If you run out of paper, just use the lines on the back side. Use the lines underneath your page, right? It's a line paper underneath, isn't it? See? You could use the lines underneath right here, right? So you could actually keep doing this. Okay, we're finishing. Plug this, using this. Keys. Okay, do the circle, okay? Using those 2 points. Okay, keep working on it. You're not done. You're plugging it into the circle for me, right here. Take it the wrong way again. Okay. So, in your notes, if you do this, pages will fall out, right? That's the reason why I don't break it. So we tape on the inside. If we tape on the inside, they pull this way instead of. But yeah, you can still do it here. Okay. Get it? Not bad, not bad. So by plugging this into my formula, I'm going to get this squared. So it's 41 is equal to, it's x minus 2 closed squared plus y minus negative 1 closed squared. So just by plugging this in, I just need to fix that negative negative. So I get 41 is equal to x minus 2 closed squared plus y plus 1 squared. And there is the equation of the circle. So all we're doing is a lot of just plugging in. All right, so that was example something, right? So now, let's see if we can use that same information here. We're going to use that same information here. So if this is going to be x squared plus y squared equals 16, sure. What is your h and k? What is the h and k? Let's look. It's supposed to be x on this problem right here. What is the h going to be? What is your h? Look at it. No, if it's just x by itself, what do you think h was?
1.
Not 1.
0.
0. There we go. It is 0. It is 0. Didn't we just have a problem like that?
Yeah.
We did. That was right here where it came up, and when I had 0, what happened? It just was x by itself, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So now I can see where it is and what it's going to look like. So if I see an x squared, I know that my h value was 0. Yes.
And the radius is 4, right?
Quite possibly. Yes, it is.
Right now it's 4.
Yes, for this one. Yeah. Okay, so, yes, so that means that my h is going to be 0. And what do you think my k is going to be? 0. My k is 0 because right here I have just y squared, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing else with it, so that means that k has to also be 0. And to figure out this right here, okay, to get my radius, it's r is the square root of 16. What is the square root of 16? 4. Because it's 4 times 4. That's what a square root is. So it's what number times itself gives me that number. So my radius is going to be 4. So let's see. So on my circle, I'm drawing it. So my center is at 0, 0, and my radius is 4. So that means that 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in every direction from the center of the circle, it's out 4, isn't it? So now you, in your awesome drawing skills, is going to be a lot better than mine. I'm never good at drawing these ones. It's going to look like that. Okay, let's see. Now, on this next one right here, this next graph, let's find this point first. And that's going to be my H and my K. So this is located at
1, 2,
no, not 1, 2.
0.
Your X value goes first. So your X is left and right. It's going to be 2, negative 1. It's going to be down 1, right? So it's 2, negative 1. Now, let's see. My radius is from here to the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my radius on this circle is 4. R equals 4.
Easy.
All right, let's see if you guys could plug it in now. So we're writing an equation for this. So 4 squared is 16. So I get 16 is equal to x minus 2 closed squared plus y minus negative 1, right? Becomes y plus 1. Yes. All right, does that make sense or is that nonsense?
None.
Good? Yes, good. See? I got a thumbs up over here. Forget you. Man, calling my stuff nonsense. Anyway, all right, I want you people right now to do these two right here on your own. When you going to do it?
Right now.
Right meow. Do it right meow. Ahorita. Apúrate. Like my nana used to say. Oh, I forgot. I don't know why she actually did this all the time too. Like smack the back of her hand. But still. You stuck already? Find out what the center is first. First, I'm going to give you the center out. Opposite. This is always my formula. It's always backwards. So this is going to go positive 3 and a.
Está.
What you got? Backwards. See right here? Because my formula is always negative, right? So it's the opposite number. Some way to plug it in. So that's going to be a positive 3 and a negative 4. Okay? And the radius, or is the square root of that, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Does the facts go on 20?
Yes, that was one. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, remember it's the H and the K, right? That gives you the center. So what is this one going to give me? So if it's always minus 3, this is going to be. No, just 3. So what's 3 going to give me? That H which actually goes with the center, right? So that's going to give me, it's just these numbers. Look, because all the time when we plug in, we're just plugging in these numbers from the formula, right? These numbers came from the center of the circle. Okay, right here, when we did it, we took these numbers and plugged into the center of the circle. Wasn't this a positive? Yeah. Positive, isn't it? So if it's a positive, but why is it over here? It was opposite. So this was a positive 2, but over here it says x minus 2. This one over here says x minus 3, so that means that my value has to be positive 3. 5-minute warning. Okay. We got positive 3 here, right? So for the center, right down left, the center is a positive 3. Okay. Actually, subtract it, right? So center is going to have positive 3. And right here.
Vamos a usar la ecuación para hacer un círculo. ¿Okay? La cosa es que necesito saber estos números para ver qué va a ser el centro. No, porque son negativos. Voy a buscar aquí negativo 3. ¿Qué va a ser la opuesta? No, vamos a 1, 2, 3 a la derecha. Y este te está mintiendo. Y este es positivo 4. ¿Qué va a ser? Negativo. Positivo. Ahora necesitas agarrar un radio. El radio es la raíz cuadrada de tu número aquí, que es la distancia de tu centro del borde.
I'm going over it. All right, for the people following along, let's see. Okay, for the radius, I take the square root of 9, which is going to give me r is 3. Center of the circle is going to be a positive 3 and a negative 4. Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. My radius is 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then draw your amazing circle right there. I have an answer.
Why number?
Why? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go up to the top right here. Okay, see this problem right here?
Yeah.
This one says it's x minus 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but the coordinate of the center of the circle was positive 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So when we plug it into the coordinate, okay, this became negative, right? So it's x minus 2, because it went there, right? This one right here is negative 1. So over here becomes positive 1. So by looking at this, it's going to be the opposite. So this is going to be a positive 3 here, and this one's a negative 4. Just like this one did right here. This one is a negative 2, which is the opposite, and a positive 1. That's why. This is a plus 1.
Oh.
My penmanship is horrible. All right. And then this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 5 is? 25 is equal to x minus, okay, 1, 2, 3. It's over negative 2. And it is up 1. There we go. So it's going to be x plus 2, y minus 1. There you go. Bingo. All right, so what we are going to do, tomorrow we're going to finish up with this, with the practice, and tomorrow you're turning in your notebooks. Okay, so make sure you all like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button, support my channel.